Hey everyone, this is Merrill, CEO of Mark Research. I'm a 35-year veteran of the research and insights community and the host of our podcast, On the Mark. Welcome to another Merrillism segment. Time to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I know to everyone that may sound a little odd, but that is actually today's Merrillism. Before I ask the listeners to all close their eyes and think about what are you uncomfortable with, I think it's only fair that yours truly starts. So here's a few things I have been uncomfortable with. Early on in my life, I was actually uncomfortable in my own skin. And frankly, dating. Had very, very little self-confidence. Also early on, I wasn't comfortable with swimming. In fact, very uncomfortable. I almost drowned not once, not twice, but 3 times. And if I didn't have great friends like my brother-in-law Andrew, my BFF Gary Schumann, or frankly my Uncle Booksy, I wouldn't be around today to do this Merrillism. Over time and with effort, I overcame being uncomfortable with all of those things. Speed up to today, 2021. What am I uncomfortable that I want to change? But more important, what do I need to change? Before I do that, please now close your eyes and say to yourself, I'm uncomfortable with blank. Every one of my family and friends has at least one thing they could say that they're uncomfortable with. And I'm confident that you at least have a few things as well. In business, I have never been a fan of being a speaker on a webinar. In fact, being a fan, I got to apologize. I didn't say that strong enough. I hate it. I hate presenting it at a webinar. I just don't like it. And wow, saying that out loud probably feels good. I just don't like presenting on webinars. I don't like presenting on Zoom calls. The problem is 14 months ago, it didn't matter that much. Tons of in-person conferences and saying no to presenting at a webinar was no big deal. Well now, with no in-person conferences and the pandemic still here, it's very important to get more comfortable with that. And I have. I'm not 100% perfect. I'm not even close, but I am making progress. That's great to say and maybe even great to hear. The question is, why? How did I get better? Well, the first thing is, I had to realize how important it was to present on Zoom calls. Also, I need to understand how to make my personality shine through a little with my backdrop and make sure my lighting is great, which took me a while to do. Not to mention that I needed to have my computer at a certain level so I wasn't showing myself looking up or looking down. Again, rookie mistakes, but I was making those time and time again. Also, because I'm a guy who likes to look at the audience, I play off the audience. I integrate the audience into my presentation. I needed a way to figure out how I could do that on Zoom calls. And as I said before, not perfect, getting better and making progress. So I'm feeling comfortable with being uncomfortable. So I ask you, what are you uncomfortable with? What do you want to change? What are you going to do about it? And more important, when are you going to start and try to be more comfortable with whatever it is you're uncomfortable with? I truly hope this Merrillism and podcast helps light a fire, and some of you start that today. Thanks for listening to the On the Mark podcast. I hope you give some thought to getting comfortable while being uncomfortable. If you do, I am confident you'll be happy you did. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. My name is Merrill Dubrow, and have a great day.